Welcome back to another Maxi Boost on commentary. I am Lukewarm Holiday.
And I'm Irysa.
And we're gonna do Rigazi footage from the Coenzi Cube channel. Rigazi is a ranged suit, but that's a false moniker because this suit cheats. It's one of the most controversial suits they've probably ever put into this game. So right off the bat, Rigazi's a plane. Rigazi's a plane for, I don't know, 30 seconds, 45 seconds? I'm not sure the exact timing. But during that time, you have infinite boosts. You are limited to MA mobility, which is both a blessing and a curse. And to avoid attacks, you have to use your BC, which is a barrel roll. Now, some of the things that they did to this suit, compared to like full boosts or Gundam versus, is you have access to S-Burst, which will show shortly, which simplifies a lot of your range sequences with the plane mode quite a lot, because everything will just free cancel into each other. Without S-Burst, you kind of have to keep in mind some of the cancel routes that work and ones that don't, to actually confirm
Here we
each
go.
other.
Here we go.
Yep, here we go.
Speaking, you know how we talked about like stuff that you just won't avoid? This is definitely one of those S.
Yeah, don't stall.
You can see that Reborns is just trying to go in the sky and hoping he can stall and be out of the game as long as possible if he gets knocked down.
But look, he's just mashing, and then he just cancels his main into super because you don't have to care anymore with S-Burst.
Yep.
Used to be able to screw yourself if you tried to do too many attacks and then you wanted to do a super but you were stuck doing something else. But now you can just cancel straight into super from anything. And Rigazi's super does. It's very easy to do a 300 damage confirm with that super. You can get on top of this suit with certain suits because it has limited movement. Like this GPO3 is just trying to get on top of it and shoot shots down to Spectre. And Rigazi has to be helped to escape that situation. But if it decides that you're hard committing on it, it can purge the pack off. Does about 220. No! Okay. I didn't get to that yet. So the sub is an MA Garo B. Where if
that
you
was
just
a pack purge.
Yep, there's the pack purge that I just mentioned. It does like 220 or something in this game. They increased its damage from full boost and then they nerfed it, but it's still like more damage.
Yep.
So
I should probably go ahead.
You have to pressure it to get it to either fly up into the air so less of its shit can hit you. But like the method of dealing with it that I think is most effective is also the one that causes you to get hit the hardest if you fuck up. So it's like
We have plane versus plane. I should say that the team composition that's being run with this Rigazi is HFX back, who's giving Rigazi 4 lives. Because basically HFX at low HP is really, really hard to kill. And they're just relying on Rigazi's absurd damage and absurd S-bursts to like basically do all the damage and win the game. Well, especially because you have to focus Rigazi, because if you don't, then
the HFX is doing an incredible job going in and out as well to support the Rigazi when it's out of BCs and such. Like it knows that Rigazi has like X amount of time that it can actually defend. Okay, I'll go into some basic MA things. If you want to confirm off its missiles, you don't want to just try to manually aim that. You just want to see a missile lands, watch them pop into the air, double tap forward, and either press main or sub to finish that confirm.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot that when it supers, it sends out that little piece of psycho frame, and that blocks shots as well.
Yep, there's the pack purge again.
Yeah.
Like, if it just clips you with that MA Garobi and cancels it into super or sub, that's like well over 200 damage. It is.
We haven't even gotten to the MS mode this thing goes into, which is actually pretty decent in this game because all 1.5Ks have significantly more boost and stuff.
Yeah, they gave it more. Well, it has more boost and it has way more mobility.
It's also got a surprisingly good beam rifle in that mode for a 1.5K. Like, that's also
you can't. I feel like it probably is harder to ignore it in this game than it is in full boost. In full boost, you could just totally ignore it. Oh, that does so much. That pack purge does so much. The teams that I see who fight this team effectively are actually trying to push damage on the age effects. There's some like PDF tier players I've seen fight against this team. And they want to split the damage as much as possible, so...
Well, the ideal scenario is that the HFX dies whilst Rigazi is on its second life, and then Rigazi just dies and the game's won, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Because Rigazi doesn't do that well at not dying.
Mm-hmm.
And HFX won't exactly save it when it's in non
Oh, I think a cute thing I can mention about the MS mode is that it's Amekon is a dummy. It puts out a dummy and then you just press main and you'll fast fall out of it.
Yeah, they're trying to do it right now. They're just trying to kill HFX. They're trying to kill HFX instead of killing the Rigazi right now. They're just completely ignoring it.
Yeah, and HFX.
Fortunately,
HFX is the best suit at the game to probably just bleed people out for trying to overfocus it. So that's why this team comp exists.
This is some really good stalling by Banshee.
Too bad. There's the wall of the MA Garrowby. Get clipped. Oh
gosh, the range on that is so dumb.
It just, in a game where nobody's allowed to manually aim their shots, you have a character that can manually aim their shots. They gave quite a few buffs to other MA Garrowby suits, like when you zero TV and Harut, so they're much more mobile. And
those don't get to confirm until like 200 plus damage off them though.
Yes, indeed.
I'm sorry, I'm not very animated because I don't like this suit at all. In fact, lots of people don't like this suit. It's pretty dumb. You won't like this suit when you fight against it.
Oh, that was sick.
Oh!
It's very hard to say just block either because it's like the missiles will tend to hit people out of block.
That was a funny sequence of steps. Well, HFX hasn't taken like any damage yet, so they're don't think they're gonna win. Sorry that like there's not too much to say here. I guess the other thing to keep in mind is that if you haven't seen it already, the Rigazi in plane mode. Oh god. Rigazi in plane mode's like main it's really big. It has like also like above average guidance as well. Mm-hmm. It's not a one hit down, but it's close to it, and it does a lot of damage.
No, if it hits clean, it's a one hit down.
Okay.
The thing is that like it rarely hits clean. So a lot of times like Rigazis kind of want the missiles to hit more than the main. But you can get a crap ton of missiles on the screen if people leave you alone by just doing missile, 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 main, missile, missile, missile. Because missiles cancels in the main, which cancels on the missiles. And you can just get a ridiculous amount of crap on the screen very quickly. And if you have enough time to actually do that full sequence, it's like you can't even Omicron or cut the guidance of that because it's just too much crap. You'll run out of boost. Well, you won't run out of boost, but you'll be really easy to hit by basically anything.
Just back and forth, back and forth.
Yep.
Knockdown, 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 knockdown.
You're pretty much playing your own game when you play Rigazi.
Well, this is kind of good. They got a lot of damage on HFX there.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Reborn and X1 hasn't taken too much.
Oh, that's good. That's good for the Reborns.
Yeah, knocking it down in S-burst is good. Nice blocking. Oh, that supered right through the assist. That's really silly.
No, it still saved the Reborns though. That assist saved the Reborns. Yeah. Because the hit stop kept it from. Ooh.
Oh, it didn't have quite enough to
with the
finish
pack
that.
purge. Well, The Rigazi's lost a lot of damage, but the Age FX is pretty safe. Because they need to get 3 more confirms on the Age FX, 2 of which are going to be in...
Yeah, that was an essential burst from X1. Just had to burst it. Okay, tried to super, but got 8 the whole CSB. Sorry, let's see, resub, rather. Oh, good. Oh no, X1 nuked himself. Oh dear. And Reborn's ate a shitload of damage for trying to stop Rigazi from doing anything for the other HFX.
I think another thing that really just makes this suit far more frustrating is almost every other suit in the game, you have ways to just stall up into the air to escape. But versus this suit, you're just kind of fucked. Because it's pretty effortless for it to chase you into the air. So you can't really stall it, you have to deal with it, which means you're probably going to lose the game if you're behind. Perfect strike. Oh, they were hoping the dummy would catch the melee. Because the dummy's just like a permanent hitbox.
Oh, none of that hit, I think, actually. Because the angle was weird.
Norn used to be pretty good against Rigazi, but now that the main's nerfed, I don't know how good it is. Because you used to just fly straight up to it, shoot main, and just mash subs, and even if it barrel rolls to get away from you, the Norn just forces damage on you.
This isn't actually too bad for them. It depends on if Perfect Strike can survive, though. Perfect Strike doesn't get hit here. Okay.
Age FX is too healthy.
Nice block. Nice block. Nice block. No, they can kill Rigazi twice. They can do it.
Oh, snap.
They can do it.
Okay.
I told you, they can do it. Like, as long as Perfect Strike doesn't die, this is very winnable. Now, Age FX is just trying to blow all his HP as fast as possible, but Norn is very healthy. They're trying to kill... Now Rigazi has to blow its burst on killing Perfect Strike, so if it kills it, it needs to actually kill it again when it's dead. Hopefully it doesn't have an S burst, an extend burst to get out of this, to try to avoid damage. Let's see.
It's got F burst.
He's F burst. He's got F burst, okay. Now he's just trying to stall. Okay, his pack's out. Okay, this is looking pretty good.
That was good. The P-Strike went directly underneath the Rigazi, so Rigazi had
really And HFX is nearly dead. HFX is nearly dead. There's an S burst Norn. Yeah. That was played very, very well by the Perfect Strike.
Yep.
If you're the back suit, I mean, I guess both of you have to, but like you cannot put yourself in the lose condition in this against this comp. Like you probably just lose, because if they both decide to go at you, you're going to get hit. Like it's just that simple.
I don't know how good of a time Age of V2 has against Rigazi. I would think Darkhound would be able to...
Darkhound is bullying a lot, yeah. Darkhound is bullying quite hard right now. It's not got anything done this pack purge, really. Okay, now there's the pack purge.
It landed the pack purge, whole life was valid. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Okay, they're doing the ignore. No, they're not necessarily ignore, but yeah.
I feel like in this game it's much more like you try to ignore and see if it works, but if they respond properly, you just can't.
Yeah, well, this guy is basically just playing like an absolute gorilla every time he goes into...
Oh, that was good. The Darkhound wasn't content surviving the Rigazi. The moment the Rigazi turned away, it was going in on him. Like, that's basically how you have to play against it. Because if it's left unpressured, it's just insane.
Oh, didn't quite get the confirm there. Not max damage. Staying on the ground is good. Oh, nice pickup. Should also be... I don't know if you pointed this out, but this thing's, like, mobility is way better in this game compared to full boost as well.
Yeah, I did.
Like, yeah, okay.
Maybe I only mentioned the MS mode. But it's far easier to line up and... It was night and day. Because I picked up and played this suit in Maxi on, like, with just full boost knowledge, and I was like, oh my god, this feels ridiculously good compared to how good it feels in full boost. Alright, who do we got against? X1. That's very bad.
Lost its cloak immediately.
I was gonna say it can force its way in like once. Thing is, it has to watch out for the missiles so it can't go straight in with melee. Ooh.
Punish.
Darkhound's like, you can't go straight at me. Machine gun and assist are too good.
That was a really nice sequence to like extend the time being in.
I feel like Darkhound would be a safe way to deal with this suit as a back with most comps. I feel like with GPO3 you might need it a little bit more knowledge, but you can also just gorilla on it pretty hard. It's just, if this thing gets like, this thing almost always should get the first knockdown, and when it does, you're not in a position where you're trying to like play a fair fight. You're trying to survive.
Ooh! Use the buff activations to block the shots. That was really good. Oh, this is really bad though. Really, really bad for the other team. Sorry, I'm gonna keep rooting for this Riga to lose.
I mean, it's usually the balls in their court to lose. Unless the team is extremely good and are pushing damage on the age effects consistently. Because like I said, I see this team pop up, and like it's popped up once or twice in other videos. And the teams that succeed usually push damage on the age effects.
I really just don't understand why this thing does so much damage.
Well, its damage is literally cut like more than in half in both EXVS2 and Gundam Versus. Thing is, you can still you can get sour hits with its main, so now it's like, if you don't get a clean hit with its main, it does like 20 damage, so it's like, who cares? That's too low. It's like 45 or something. So its main actually doesn't exist anymore. Because if you land that, like, you've barely done anything. You always want to confirm missile into something.
Ugh.
This game's just been chaos too. They're both staying in, and the age effects is just demolishing them. They want to focus the Riga, but they keep having to deal with the age effects, and they're not. Yeah. Goof is just doing a random melee towards the Riga, while age effects is on top of them. I also need to point out, the age effects is not just hanging back. He's been in the thick of it, like, almost the entire time as well. And I feel like the better players keep him from doing that. So he actually has to play far away.
Okay, this might be winnable for the enemy team. They had a lot of HP to burn through, so they're up.
Wait, did HFX
still
die?
die one more time. HFX hasn't died.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's gonna try.
Killed Riga like 3 times.
It's gonna try and protect its life now.
Yeah. Okay, Goof is gonna die. No, Ios has to do something. It still has an S-burst, so I think Goof is dead. I'm gonna be really.
Oh my god. That's a lot of damage.
Fast. Well, it's also really absurdly fast. Like, can't be overstated how fast that is.
I wonder if it's faster in MBON. And full boost, it was like exactly how crazy is strong is this suit, and like full boost, it was like, is it bannable? But like eventually backs when Senrock and Tallgeese 2 came out, it's like these suits can so effortlessly cover Rigazi's weaknesses that it's like there's just nothing you can do other than play the same team. Because if you focus Rigazi, Sandrock's just gonna toss a couple assists at you. And if you committed to anything, he's just going to come back and get the landing punish over and over again. While Rigazi wreaks havoc.
Yeah, like, I really feel like the key to this team is really, like I said before, you have to be able to stop the HFX from doing what he wants and punishing him for trying to do anything, basically. Because, technically speaking, if the HFX is just running away and not conserving life, then Rigazi will just get double locked and won't get anything done.
Yeah, it only has two. It only has 2 BCs in this game, by the way. They move slightly further, or maybe it's just the general mobility. Because I escaped like a pressure wave, I know I couldn't escape in full boost. I was like, damn, this suit's a lot faster now.
Part of what makes this composition even more wonky, though, is that you really don't want to like have the HFX in blast mode like too early either. So somehow you need to damage him, but you also need to not damage him too much to the point where
I think the answer to that is like you want to get a knockdown and then double burst on him.
Pretty much, like you have to leverage every possible advantage you have to actually stand a chance.
Because you really want him to be using E-burst to burst out of the combo as well, rather than to use it offensively. Like the matches I've seen him just pop half burst to just go ham have just been stomps. Alright, is that Reborn Zeta? In a lot of these matches, the back's also moving up to start pressuring the Rigazi like right away.
Oh my god, I can't believe that didn't hit.
Because it's like it's okay to make a risky play because you just want to prevent Rigazi from just getting the first knockdown, letting it come to you and just spray it sub everywhere.
Yeah, that's the thing. It has a limited boost, so like it's not gonna get any better if you fly away from it.
Yeah. So you're better off just doing the most gross... Like, that Zeta literally started the game and boost hopped straight at the Rigazi.
I feel like Zeta is doing a pretty good job, just because the amount of shit that Zeta can throw non-stop makes it really difficult for Rigazi to get a moment.
Yeah, like I said, like, just minute 0, he's just like, alright, Reborns, you play the normal game. I'm gonna keep Rigazi busy.
Oh, they've got this, they've got this. Look how low that the HFX is. They've got this. And Rigazi has no burst either. It can't force it. It can't, like, do anything absolutely crazy right now without purging its pack. Okay, now it's got burst, so it could do a big swing, but HFX is stalling and Rigazi is, Reborns is following up. They got an Oki. Has to burst to protect his partner on knockdown. Okay, got a kill. Zeta's just piecing out because it's that low, it had to do that. But now Reborns is coming in. There's no more pack left, so I think Zeta can just stall him out. Oh no, he turned around, he should have just kept flying! Oh no! Well, okay. Zeta still has a burst, so I think this is still okay. This is still fine.
Yeah, really and Zeta's stalling too.
Yeah.
And Rigazi's in MS mode, so it's actually gonna struggle.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh, he could have confirmed for a kill there. No, he wants the HFX.
They're trying so hard to kill the HFX. They got it. Okay. That's
the game I was looking for. That was perfect as a what do you do against this? So the Zeta right away was like, we can't just sit and let the Rigazi get the first knockdown because we start losing and bleeding HP anyway. So it's literally better for me to just dive into him and try to push damage on the Rigazi. Because guess what? If you get knocked down near the Rigazi and you tech into it, it's either going to be uncomfortable and have to fly up, or you're going to end up underneath it where it can't hurt you. which is actually a more assertive position than running away. But you have to be careful as the back player to not bleed too much HP, so you want to make sure that you know how to stay on the ground when you need to. You know how to stall when you need to. But it's like, you can't just let it set the pace of the match minute 0.
Well, HFX hasn't taken a hit yet, so this game is looking pretty good for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if they killed V2 and then do a shitload of damage to Arios right here... Oh, it didn't confirm. Okay, it didn't do a shitload. Didn't confirm quite right. Sometimes that'll happen. V2's trying to blow that F-burst, full burst, to get like a lot of damage on...
There's also...
HFX. Got some damage, but doesn't look like it's getting a whole lot.
There is a high value to just spraying a lot of shit at Rigazi whenever you're in red lock with it too. Because the more it has to maneuver around, the less clean it can hit you. It's also the less it can do sub against you as well. The suit's been denied S tier in this game, but there's just so many matchups that are just completely fucked for this suit. It will just run away with him so hard. Like, I don't know what melee suits do against, like, this team comp, because, like, they can't push on Age Effects, and Rigazi's just going to go ballistic. And Age Effects is well above average at protecting his partner.
Nice, unblockable. Nice, unblockable. Okay. Okay, now HFX has to move in.
Oh?
Ooh.
Oh, HFX is low.
V2's gonna get a burst, though! I don't know if Rigazi can avoid all this.
Oh, they got the HFX, but the HFX didn't die. That's tragic. V2's liable to die now, too.
I don't know, it's a bit low. The angle's not good. Nice block.
Nice block.
Really good block. How's Arios doing? Okay, now it's all in V2 not to die here. Arios is bursting. Okay, nice. They got it.
Nice.
They conserved all their bursts and won the game.
Alright, let's go out with the evil defeated.
Okay.
See you next time.
Later.